What's up guys, it's Gooba Gooba back with another video. Today we're going to be going over all the Wuthering Waves characters and I'm going to rank them based on how much I like them. You know, is it going to be because of their personality or do I simply find them sexy? Stay tuned to find out. So first things first, we're going to start off with the Rovers. Now I would put the female Rover just on appearance in S tier. I think dude she is so hot. She's awesome. She's very like simple in design but I love it. But her voice acting has been a little bit more subpar. So I'm going to balance it out. I'm going to put her in A tier. And the male rover, I'm actually also going to put in A tier. His personality, his voice acting has been good. I'm enjoying it. I actually really like his design. It gives me very like ex-military, like Black Ops kind of guy. So yeah, I'm having a ton of fun with him. I like that a lot. Next up is Verena. You know, the character model just really isn't my type of thing. So I'm going to put her maybe B, maybe C. I do really like that little like vine tail she almost has. And I think that like overall like the flower patterns are kind of cute. So maybe B tier for now. We'll readjust as after we get everyone on. Encore. Encore is also going to be B. I actually might put her in front of Verena. Just because, you know, again, she's another like little kid model, which again isn't my thing. But she is really cute, and I thought that they gave her a good personality outside of just being like innocent and young. I love the little like looks she gives the male or the rover, whichever one you pick. She kind of sasses Alto, who I love. Spoiler alert: I love Alto. So I'm gonna put him. I'm gonna put Encore as B. Next up is my boy, the big strong man, Calcharo, who is going straight S. He looks so cool. His intro skill, his ultimate, they all look so cool. I've got absolutely nothing to complain about with him. I think he looks absolutely amazing. Yeah, I definitely like I went ahead and spent Asterite on the limit on the like specified pull banner, the guaranteed banner for the standard, just because I was like I want Calcharo. I don't want to like have to readjust and like build someone up and then in like months and months pull Calcharo, then build him up. I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna go straight in. Calcharo's my boy. Definite S tier. Ooh, dude, she is so pretty. Uh, Kit wise, I'm a little bit more B tier, but this isn't really too based on Kit. Like, if it's cool, I'll include it. But like appearance wise, she's A. I would put her at like top of A. She's just so beautiful. I love like the kind of like Taoism, like the yin and yang, like the black and the white on her, mixed with like the little bit of green. Dude is so pretty. I definitely want her. I have not gotten her yet. If they give out, hopefully there'll be enough bugs, not so bad that people can't play, but bad enough that I get another standard selector, and I will definitely pick her up. And then after her, we've got Lin Yang, who, you know, appearance wise, maybe more C or B. The tiger boy, it's not really my thing, but I really like the dragon head, like the Chinese festival dragon head that he like jumps around with. I think it's really cool, and I'm actually gonna put him in A tier because of how well his gameplay and his kit kind of synergizes with his lore. Like when he ults and he's like running around on the stilts and kicking at you, it looks so cool. Like I had so much fun. The plunge style, like you know, like in Genshin, you kind of need what's her name? Cloud Retainer. I can't remember what her human name is, but you kind of need Cloud Retainer to unlock that. Like everyone can plunge. I really like that in Wuthering Waves. Anyone can plunge. You know, you can jump high enough, and that really works well with like the whole like Chinese festival head. So I am gonna put him in A tier. I really like those aspects of him. It looks really pretty. But I'm gonna put him behind the Rovers. I think they're just a little bit more overall better. Whereas I don't like his kind of base appearance as much. Gion. Gion is up next and D tier. I am of course kidding. I am not an idiot. Gion is S tier. His voice acting is great. He looks amazing. I love like the black neck, like it goes all the way up to his jawline. Everything about him was great. Like I really was a little bit worried. Like I like Xiao in Genshin, but he's not my favorite just because of like the personality. Like I want there to be more than just edgy. And like there is, but like I want there to be other like a lot more things. Gian seems almost more like wistful. I really loved his story quest. Spoiler alert. He plants flowers for every one of his like fallen comrades where they can overlook the city. I think that's really sweet. He was honestly, came off really like supportive and stuff in the story. And then like aesthetically big, strong guy, uses a dragon, like his plunge mechanic, also like being able to kick enemies in the air and then kind of like hit them down. So cool. I really, really like Jian. Donjin is up next. I like Donjin. I don't know if I like her enough to put her in A tier, just because like overall her design is simple. It's kind of plain. It's a on launch 4 star, but I really like this red. Like I also like Chishia, but her like this kind of darker red is less my thing. I like Donjin's like more vibrant better. So I might put her, and I'll go ahead and rate Chishia too. I'm gonna put her in B tier just because I wish they did more with like everything south of the neck. And then I guess I'll put Chishia C tier. I like her personality, honestly. I had a lot of fun just like dorking around with her in the city, but the design is just kind of simple. So I maybe I'll move her up to B tier, but for now I'll put her in C just because this red hair I absolutely love. Spoiler alert for Yinlin, who might be rated highly. Alto, A tier. Alto, I actually love Alto. I don't think his design is like especially like crazy. I think it looks cool. Like it's not bad. It just doesn't look super different from a lot of other characters. That said, I love his voice acting. I love his personality. Like I love that we went up to him and we were like, "Hey, are you talking to kids? Like this is really weird. This is really inappropriate. Like, hey, leave little kids alone." And he just essentially goes like, "Smoke bomb," and runs away from us and like leaves after images to taunt us. That is absolutely badass. His like kind of like banter with the Rover and with Encore is really cute. So I'm gonna put him. I personality wise, I would put him S tier, but appearance wise, I'd probably put him B tier. I think I'm gonna put him just in front of the Rovers. Yeah, I think that's where he's good. I really like him. I hope that we get like, so I didn't pull for Gion, just because I'm saving everything for the next unit. But I really hope that there's like a wind unit that I really like so I can play Alto with him. Next up is Tauki. I think that's her name. She is beautiful. I'm a huge fan of pink. I didn't rate Encore as highly. Like I do think Encore looks really cool with like her dolls and stuff. But Tauki, I think definitely is an A tier. My computer absolutely glitched out. But Tauki's an A tier. The pink hair is beautiful. The assets, the personality. She has 3 personalities. She has the one in her body, and she has the 2 right here. All big, all great, all love them. I think I'll put her right between the Rovers. Yeah, I think I'll put them between the Rovers. The difference between the Rovers mainly for me is just like how sexy the female one looks. I do like the male one, obviously, but Tauki's a good in between. Mortefi. Mortefi is an interesting one. I like parts of his design. Other parts I just kind of find boring. Like the red hair, again, I'm a sucker for red hair. I like the whole like lab professor look. And I like that there's kind of like, it looks like dragon scales coming out. But everything else kind of feels plain. His gameplay, like it's good. He's strong, but it's not like exciting or fun, I would say. So I'm gonna put him down in C tier. Yeah, sorry. This guy, I don't know why I cannot remember his name. It's like Yuan Wu or something like that. There's a lot of like U's and W's, and it starts with a Y. He's straight D tier for me. People are calling him like Blue Welt. I disagree. I think Welt looks really cool. Like Welt just looks like a badass. This guy kind of looks Amish, and I think it's in part just like the beard. Welt doesn't have the beard. This guy has the beard, and it's like it's this mix between almost being like a chin strap and then like having this like jut out. I don't like it. It looks kind of like weird uncle at like a family reunion. You see them like once every 5 years and you dread it. Yeah, it's not my thing. I do like the blue actually in the hair. I think that looks really cool. I like the blue outfit. Honestly, my entire gripe is the beard. I am not a fan of playing with Amish people. Controversial. I know. You guys might be huge fans of the Amish. I'm not so much, although I do love their tea. I lived briefly when I was little in Iowa, and my grandparents still live there, and Iowa is an interesting place. But they have an Amish colony, and I got hooked on this like blood orange tea that they sell in their little Amish stores. It's really cool. It's really pretty. It tastes amazing. It's the best tea I've ever had in my entire life. But that does not save him from D tier. Next is Baiji, I think it is. Baishi. She is, again, she's kind of plain in terms of design, but that plainness is really elegant. Like, I think she is so pretty. I would put her in A tier. Yeah, I'll put her in A tier mainly just because like everything about her is so sharp, so elegant. I don't know if whether or not I like her or Ling Yang better. I think I like her design more. I think his gameplay like synergizes so well with his lore that I'm gonna put her right behind him. But I do really like her. I'm glad that like at least in the beginning she's like a healer that I'm gonna use in the towers, and I get to build her up because I hate it when there's like a character who looks great and I just don't like the feel of or like isn't very useful for me. Like in Genshin Impact, like I have an E1 or what is it? A C1? Yeah, Constellation 1. I have a Constellation 1 Sinnoh, and because he looks so cool. Like I love the Anubis design, I love the white hair, like I love the transformation. I just don't like the gameplay, you know? Maybe you guys can convince me. Tell me your best Sinnoh jokes down in the comments. If I hear a really good one, maybe I'll go ahead and like keep building Sinnoh and main him, and I will make a video on it if anyone has a really good Sinnoh joke. But after that is Sanhua. She is strong. She's pretty. But I think the design, like the clothing choice, was like just a little bit plain, and the rest of her features aren't interesting enough to me to warrant A tier. I'll go B tier. I think I like her there. I think I like her more than I like Verena, and I think I like Dungeon more than I like her. I think Encore I like a lot, mainly because of her dolls. The white and the black dolls look really really cool. So I'm gonna leave her at the top of B. And then we have the main girl. I like her. The voice acting was D tier. The looks, I would say, are like B tier. Um, I do like interacting with her. I just don't really like. She gives very much like if you've played Nikke, and if you haven't played Nikke, you should play Nikke because it is an amazing game. Don't let anyone tell you differently. It is not just TNA. The stories will make you cry. They have a lot of like their writing is actually really good. But she reminds me a lot of Marion from it, but I just like a little bit less good. So since I think the design is B tier, I think the voice acting and personality, because of the voice acting, is D tier. I'm gonna put her in C. And I think I like both Chi-Chi and Mortefi more. Yinlin. Oh my god. Yinlin is S tier, not even S tier, she's the top of S tier. She's the main reason that I downloaded and played this game. Because so I mean I was gonna try it out, but when I saw Yinlin, I was like, holy shit. Because there's a lot of games that are like, ooh, like we're gonna compete with like Hoyoverse. Oh, we're gonna do this. And like I played Tower Fantasy. It was okay. I had some fun for like the first day, but everything felt kind of clunky. Not just like all the other problems, but everything felt clunky. The character designs, like at least at the point at which I stopped playing, they were kind of plain. So I was a little worried about Wuthering Waves in terms of like, can they make characters that look as good as Hoyoverse characters? Because Hoyoverse makes great characters. Kafka from Star Rail, Raiden Shogun from Genshin. Pretty much if you're an Electro Mommy, Chlorind, I like you a lot. Now, I probably won't be pulling for Chlorind just because I'm trying to save up my primos for Natlan. And I will also, I want to make content on Genshin too. But, no, Yinlin, oh my god. And then she's Electro too. She's an Electro Mommy as well. And she's got like a little doll. She's got the strings. She's going to tie me up. We're going to go on a date together. Yeah. Yinlin, I think if they make a character that looks better than Yinlin, I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. Because, like, she might be my favorite. She's top 3 character designs for me in like, all of games. I think my favorite might be Kafka. Might be. And they have, like, they're both Electro Mommies with little strings, you know, that are dominating me, that are stepping on me like a dirty little boy. I don't know what I'm going to do if they make someone better than Yinlin. I'm excited. I hope that they can. But she's absolutely perfection. She is S tier. We are dating. It is canon. I love her. I'm not going to rate, because this isn't really like too much on gameplay. I'm not really going to rate like the different variations of the rover. I kind of just grouped. Oh my God, it disappeared. Well, you know what? That's perfect timing because, can I click it again? Nope. Well, it has kicked me off. It has told me that I am terrible. I have terrible takes. It is an L for me. So I will end it here. It came back. Okay. I guess it was ready for me. I guess it decided that I am worth it. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna rate the different rovers too much. I'm not gonna talk too much about the Havoc MCs just because, you know, like, not everyone's gotten there into the story. That said, I am really honestly overall happy with the character designs that we have in the game. Yeah, there are a lot of characters that look a little bit more plain, but most of them are 4 stars. So I'm hoping that as we go and as the roster expands, it's just going to get better and better. Obviously, we have evidence that they are able to make really great characters. Yinlin, Calcharo, Jian, and honestly, a lot of the other ones. They are absolutely top tier. I would always pull them no matter what game it is. I think they look amazing. That said, thank you for watching this with me. If you've made it here, I really appreciate it. I'm going to be making videos on all the other games I play. I'm super excited for Zenless Zone Zero. That's going to be coming out pretty soon. But yeah, let me know if there's anything you want me to see, and I appreciate it. Peace.